त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिने मोक्ष प्रदायने माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Shri Mataji, verily you do everything. Please guide us in this meditation today. Please make us thoughtless. Please dissolve this drop into the ocean. Let us keep our right hand on the Muladhara chakra. Shri Mataji, verily you are Shri Ganesha. Please awaken our Muladhara chakras. Please make us feel our Muladhara chakra, Shri Mataji. Please make us innocent. Please remove all the obstacles from our ascent through your Ganesha Tattva, Shri Mataji. Shri Gauri Ganesha Sakshat Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Keeping both the palms back on our lap, we will now pray to Shri Mataji in the form of Shri Adi Kundalini. Mother, Shri Mataji, verily you are Adi Kundalini. Please, Shri Mataji, please raise our Kundalinis and make us feel our Kundalini movements. Shri Adi Kundalini Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us now take our attention to the Vishuddhi chakra. Shri Mataji, verily you are Shri Radha, Shri Krishna. Please, Shri Mataji, please preside in our Vishuddhi chakras and cleanse all the imbalances of our Vishuddhi chakras. Shri Mataji, we are not guilty at all. Please bless us with the power of chastity. Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Maya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. keeping our right hand on the central Vishuddhi. Shri Mataji, please cleanse our Vishuddhi chakras. Please purify our Vishuddhi chakras. Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Let us keep our right hand on the top of Sahasrara chakra and let us massage our Sahasrara chakra and the scalp 7 times. Shri Mataji, please establish us in the Sushumna Nadi. You are the queen of Sahasrara. Please, Shri Mataji, please grant us entry into the Sahasrara. Now very slowly let us raise our right hand a little bit away from the top of the head. Let us observe the vibrations. Let us swap our hands. Let us observe the vibrations on top of the head, on both the palms and on the spine. Shri Mataji, please let us surrender at your divine lotus feet in our Sahasraras. Keeping both the hands back on our lap. Let us be in this meditation for a few minutes.
The response to the spirituality is not yet manifested. It is manifested. It is all built, no doubt. But it is not yet manifested. And how will it manifest? That's what people ask me, Mother, how will it manifest? Through your past, you have learned that you have to be afraid of this, you have to be afraid of that. Also in this lifetime, you have learned many things. For a child may put his hand to the candle, won't feel be frightened. But a grown-up will, because an experience. With the experience, gradually you built in that reaction of reflex within you so that you try to save yourself. Now, what experience you should have to build that in your heart is the point. And the experience is of your own divinity, of your own spirituality. Once you start developing that experience, then you know that you are a divine person. Unless and until you are aware fully that you are a divine person, howsoever faith you may have in me, the recognition is not complete, because who is recognizing me is a blind person. If a blind person is recognizing me, it won't have that response of the heart. So first you have to recognize yourself to be a divine person, to have faith in yourself. We do not have faith in ourselves, though we are Sahajogis. If there's any problem, they'll write a letter. If they are sick, they'll write a letter. If there's any family questioning, they'll write. If there's somebody is bothering them with some questions, they'll ask. But if you become introspective and meditative, then you touch that divinity within you. When you touch that divinity, you know you are a divine person. So in Sahasrar Puja, actually, you have to recognize your own divinity, that you are divine, by experiencing your divinity. How do you experience your divinity? That you give realization to others. It's a great experience to give realization to others. Not only that, you give realization, but you can tell about their chakras. You know what's wrong with them. They are quite confident. And mentally you know that, yes, it's working. You'll say, without getting involved into it as I do it, you'll say, Mother, it's working, it's happening, it's this thing, that. But you never introspect. How is it I am working? How I am working it out? How I can feel? What has happened to me? What has improved in me? What has sharpened in me? What is the development in me? What is the transformation? Once you start thinking about it, the experience of your own being, then a kind of a feeling towards the Mahamaya develops. Feeling, again I say feeling. Like feeling of fear, feeling of happiness, feeling of depression, any feeling you develop. And this feeling, you could call a feeling of gratitude, feeling of love, feeling of oneness, feeling of joy. All this starts working in your heart. And then you feel the responses. If supposing the sea is responding to moon, that means it has that mobility in it to respond. A stone will not react to the moon. In the same way, in your heart, these waves of these feelings are created by the experience of spirituality, by the experience of your own being. And then you start expressing them. And I could make it out. Such a person may not be so much talkative, may not know much about Sahaja Yoga, but in the heart he feels the response. It is something to be achieved, because you know that the center of heart is placed here. The Pitha, the seat of the heart, is on Brahmaraj. If your heart is not open, in the heart, if you do not have those responses built, they need not be of awe or fear, but a natural protocol that develops. then you can never do wrong. Because you know whatever is good in your heart. Supposing you love somebody from your heart, you are not going to harm that person. In the same way, when you start feeling those responses in your heart, you can never do wrong because they are now manifesting which were built within you. Because there was spirituality, there was that divinity which was built in, now it is manifesting. And then you do not worry about things and you do not do anything outwardly. It is said in Upanishads like Shandilya Upanishad, Kathopanishad, was these, that once you know the Brahma, then all the outside things like wearing a thread of Yagyopavita and all that should be thrown away. Not necessary. Because now you've got the sutra within yourself. Then you should give up all those outward things. Because inside is all built in now, is expressing itself. And such a person automatically becomes a yogi of a very high caliber. There was one gentleman in Calcutta. His name is Mr. Khan, though he is a Hindu gentleman and a great scientist of physics. He was developing those feelings. And one day he was taking his bath in a bathtub and fell down on his back. And it completely broke and some of the splinters went into the brain. And he was in complete coma. So much so that doctors gave up complete hope about him, saying that he can never come back to life. And he was in the intensive care. But just before falling, he called responses, Ma. That's all. Then I was in Delhi, they informed me that he has fallen and this is what has happened. I said, all right. I just paid attention to him, gave a bandhan. Next day he opened his eyes. The doctors could not believe it. And then they removed him to another ward where surgeons went and said, we'll give you vibration. He said, but I'm not feeling any pain, nothing. He's looking 10 years younger now. It's so different. Now the experience, this is a complete thing for him now. He is absolutely into his divinity. So he says, Mother, I am a person now who doesn't think about anything, about life, death, anything, about my children. Now I know who you are. I know that I am under your protection. I don't have to worry. Another case was a Dr. Varlikar, who had a very bad heart, so they made a bypass for him. Great devotee. And his bypass went out of order perhaps, and he had a very massive heart attack. He again went into coma, they put him in the hospital. His aorta in the beginning was 80% clogged. So only 20% was open, there was no hope, so they did this bypass for him. And he just said, please send word to Mother. That he need not have done all also, but doesn't matter. And I just put bandhan to him. I was in Australia. He again was given a case. And they said, now how can we have another bypass? This pass is finished now. What should we do? They're about to operate him and thinking about it. When he opened his eyes, they told doctor, I'm feeling all right. I don't know what has happened. I'm feeling perfectly all right. Can I sit up? So the doctor couldn't understand. He felt his heart. He said his heart is doing very well. What has happened? So they put him on the test and they found out that his old aorta was opened out completely, which never happens in the history of medicine. Now this experience that he had about is also because of his divinity that I could work on him. The connection was so good. Only true. But if you mentally go on analyzing everything and mentally understanding Sahaja, you cannot reach that state of divinity from where you receive all the blessings, starts pouring on you in every way. If you hear the way these people were helped, as far as the money was concerned, as far as the buildings were concerned, the transport was concerned, everything, as if somebody is working it out. Even if you are mentally Sahaja, all these things work out. But you are definitely helped when your divinity is manifesting in a very, very big way. In such a big way that it is not possible otherwise. These are not miracles. For human beings these might be miracles, but for God it is not. After all, the world He has created, the whole universes He has created, universes of universes He has created. So what is so great for Him? But this is the faith with experience, not a blind faith with experience and through introspection. Why do I do this? Why should I do like this? Why should you do like that? Is introspection should start. When you are introspecting, then this depth moves further, but more through meditation. That's why I always tell you that please get up in the morning, do your meditation, and get up in the evening and do your meditation. At least before going to bed, you should get to it.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Let us now take the third Mahamantra of the three great Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, in our hearts, we prostrate at your divine lotus feet. We thank you, Shri Mataji, for giving us these vibrations, for looking after us, and for guiding us. Please forgive us, Shri Mataji, for all the mistakes we may have committed during the today's meditation and in this life and all the previous lives we have had. Please bless us, Shri Mataji. Please bless us. Please be in our hearts and in our minds. And please guide us throughout this day and night. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Thank you once again. Let us rise our Kundalini together as a collective. Thank you everyone for joining in and sharing your love and vibrations. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Have a great day everyone. Jai Shri Mataji. Bye.